Should you remain friends with your ex? No, absolutely not. Unless you were married to this person, you've got children together, and you have to co-parent. Co-parenting, when you have children, you can't get rid of the person, even until that child is also a parent. I mean, once you share children with someone, it's like you're glued for life. Because even if you don't want to deal with the person, that child may be married, that child may have children of their own, that child may have christening to do, they may have birthdays. Listen, if you don't want to be in somebody's life forever, don't have children with them. I always tell people this. I say, you think that marriage is the hardest, like divorce is the hardest part. No, I think custody is the hardest part. So let me put that on the side, because we're not here for custody. So, should you remain friends with your ex? The answer is no. Am I saying be rude to your ex? Am I saying be nasty to your ex or dwell in the pain? Or I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying this person was in your life clearly for a time and a season. They weren't there to stay for good. So which part of you tells you that you should go back and try to entertain them in any capacity, shape, or form? We know many relationships that have gone back to the ex. Cheated with the ex after a new marriage. Cheated with the ex after a new guy or girl comes around. Do you understand? Because there is something that you establish with the ex. It's kind of like an unspoken language. Unspoken rule, so to speak, where the ex tends to have some kind of advantage, or some kind of, I don't want to say power, but if you had sexual relations with someone, you naturally have this power over the person. So should you stay friends? No. It's temptation you don't need, because you don't know how the person will come off. You don't know when you will need this person and how vulnerable you might be. Once you become intimate with someone, it's really, really hard to prevent that. Unless, of course, you have healed the past, you've let go of the past, you've released the past. So no, I'm not telling you to fight your ex. I'm telling you, if your ex has no purpose in your life today, you don't need to entertain your ex in your life today. Does that make sense? If there's a purpose, such as parenting, then obviously you keep your ex. Not to be friends, but to co-parent. There are different dynamics. You have to know the boundaries. Your ex is no longer the person you go to vent about your current spouse, or you vent to your children about, or no. Your ex is just that. Your ex is over. It's done. It's xed out of your life. Allow it to be gone. Bygones are bygones. But the people that try to keep their ex in their lives are the people that find themselves with no attachment, right? Attachment, children, etc., etc. No attachment. Those are the people that find themselves in unnecessary trouble, still find themselves revisiting the pain, the hurt, or, going over their boundaries and doing things they're not supposed to do. Only because that person is an ex and they feel like they have permission in your life. They have passport to enter your life again. So this is a short video. I just want to tell you, don't entertain it, because you don't need it. Especially if you just dated this person. Am I for dating? No. I'll talk to you about courtship. But am I for dating? Yeah, you get to know people, you go out and eat and blah, blah, blah. But if you did it in the sense of the world, then you definitely cut off all ties. You don't need this person in your life, because obviously being with this person made you do things you were not supposed to do, caused you to stop doing things you were supposed to do. This person may have caused you to lose yourself. This person may have done things that were inappropriate, whatever the situation. You trying to keep it cordial is truly you dealing with issues with closure. People say, I need closure. Like, I just need to talk to him one more time. And no, you don't need closure. Closure is what you tell yourself when you are at a point where you cannot let go and you feel like you need permission to let go. You don't need closure. You could just get up and say, I'm done. I said I do, but now I don't. Okay? I'm talking about dating here. I'm not talking about marriage. All right? Marriage obviously gets a little bit more complicated than that. But once an ex becomes an ex, through divorce, they're just an ex. And that's the end of it. You move on. You're cordial, but you don't entertain them. You don't go, let's go for a drink. Let's go hang out because you're bored or because of whatever. You don't need it. When people are temporary in your life, they're temporary. When their season stops, when it changes, allow those seasons to die out. Don't try to revive things that are dead. When they're dead, they're dead. You have to be able to recognize that. So when you try to resuscitate that thing that doesn't that is completely gone, that is where unnecessary pain continues in your life. It's like perpetually, this is the devil you know, so to speak. And you don't need the devil you know. Because that devil you know can turn around and come around and bite you. Because you know them so well that they're not going to do better for you. Does that make sense? So I hope this brief video, I did justice to this, where you should try your very best not to entertain your ex whatsoever. They're gone, let them go.